Wait, is it ASQD Gaming? Is that the YouTube channel?
I'm not sure. This guy,
I
tell
think
us.
that's the you. Post if you're the one with the YouTube channel, because I think that's the same
Oh
name.
no.
And ASQD Gaming, it says he is Juan Solo. That name cracks me up. He always like introduces himself as Juan Solo in his videos, and it always cracks me up when I hear it.
That's
So
awesome.
it is.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more State of Decay 2. So at the beginning of the video, guys, you saw a little clip there, and that was actually Luis from Undead Labs. I actually jumped into their live stream the other day and was asking them questions and stuff, and then he thought, he asked if this was the same ASQD Gaming that was on YouTube, because that was actually the first live stream that I jumped in on Twitch when they were actually live streaming. And come to find out, that's who it was. He was excited that I was there. And then he also said that he watches my videos, and he's actually been watching my videos for quite some time. So I was a little starstruck, I guess you could say, very humbled that, some of the devs from Undead Labs were actually watching my YouTube videos. That's absolutely huge. If you guys have any feedback on the game, leave it down in the comments. Let's discuss it, because, Undead Labs is actually watching my YouTube videos, which is crazy to think of. But anyway, guys, let's jump right into the video. So today's video, we're going to be talking about some new details with the maps, how exactly they're going to work in the open world, being the fact that they are technically connected in some sort of way, because up until this point, we really didn't have any information on how the three different maps were going to work. So the original State of Decay, if you guys did not know, only had one map. It was a specific size. And then in State of Decay 2, we're actually going to be getting three maps that are very similar in size to the first map from State of Decay 1. So in turn, you basically have an exploring area of about 3 times the size of the first game. And then also, it is much more densely populated in State of Decay 2. There's a lot more things to explore, a lot more houses, a lot more buildings and stuff to explore. So it's a lot more densely populated. There's a lot more stuff to do in the maps of State of Decay 2. But the one thing that everybody was asking, because there was 3 maps, are we locked to a single map? Is it going to be, we're only allowed to go into one map, we pick whatever map we want, and we're locked to that map with our community for a certain specific, game save. And that is not exactly how it is going to work, guys. So there are multiple saves. So for instance, if you start up a community and you pick a map or whatever to start on, and you want to build up that community and stuff, and then down the road, you're like, I want to try a different route. I want to go, start off on a different map, and then go a different route with, how I'm going to behave in the open world. I'm going to be a lot more hostile. I'm going to be a warlord leader, and that whole thing like that. You can save that as a separate save. So technically you can play through the game in 2 different ways, and however you see fit. But the devs did confirm in yesterday's live stream that the maps, you can, for instance, if you kind of loot everything in the open world in one map, you kind of, drain the resources of that one map, you can actually pick up and move your community, your entire community, to another map. But they did not get into the details or the specifics of that, but they did state that we can kind of pick up our community as is, move them to another map, and reestablish a colony and a community in a separate map. But obviously with that, you're going to have to build a brand new base. You're going to expend a lot of resources. While you're moving your base and everything, there is a chance that maybe you might lose a few of your community members and stuff. But if you want to kind of explore the game in its fullness and, experience a lot of things, that's definitely something that you're going to want to do in the long run. You're going to have a whole new map to explore, loot, take out the plague hearts, and just kind of conquest out there, get relationships with other enclaves and stuff. But like I said, this is something that up until this point we didn't really have any information on, but the devs did confirm that we can go from map to map and reestablish a colony or a community in a separate map however we see fit. And one of the devs actually said, you can go from one map to the next map to the next map to the next map and keep going. But I kind of found that just maybe a little contradicting, because technically there's only 3 maps. He kind of made it sound like there was 4 or 5 maps, so I'm not sure how far down the road we're going to get DLC, how many maps we're going to get as DLC, or for instance, if you go to another map, all of the loot on the previous map that you were on regenerates, so that, for instance, if you go from one map to the next map, you're going to have a bunch more loot to, loot and explore and stuff. Then you're going to move to another map, And then, for instance, once you get done with that map, you would almost have to go back to one of the previous 2 maps that you were already on. Is there going to be more loot there? Is there going to be just basically a wasteland? Because if in that fact, once you loot everything there is to loot on all 3 maps, I'm not sure how much further you're really going to be able to go. So those details we haven't really got a whole lot of information on yet, but I'm sure we will get a little bit more information with that, because Undead Labs is going to be doing a lot more live streams over on their Twitch channel. So I'm sure we're going to get a lot more information on that. But that is pretty much all for the video, guys. I just kind of wanted to let you in on this new information, because this is just one of those questions that keeps getting asked almost on every single one of my videos that I do on State of Decay 2, because it's something that everybody wants to know. So that's pretty much all the information we have on that situation, on the maps and stuff as of right now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys found it helpful, you guys are excited that we can actually move from map to map and reestablish our community, make sure to slap that like button. And also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things State of Decay 2. I'm going to be covering this game very in-depth leading up to and after the launch on May 22nd. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.